Call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ruach Wadash. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. To the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. Unsafe sleep practices present in hundreds of infant deaths in Canada, CBC investigation finds. At least, all right, when they say at least, it means the number is much greater. It's just at a very bare minimum, which we know is also a lie as well. So even the minimum is much greater than this. But just to paint a picture, it says at least 1,338 Canadian infants died with unsafe sleep risk factors present between 2009 and 2019. Early one morning in 2018, inside a home in BC, a fussing baby was placed to sleep on their stomach on the chest of a family member. The relative, who was lying on the couch, fell asleep too. When they awoke, the 1-month-old was unresponsive and not breathing. It's a tragic scenario that's occurred for multiple families across Canada, as detailed in records obtained as part of a CBC News investigation into the infant deaths during sleep, or SIDS, Sudden Infant Death Syndrome, which found at least 1,338 infants died with unsafe sleep risk factors present between 2009 and the end of 2019. A safe sleep service reduces the risk of suffocation, which can be increased in infants with compromised breathing due to a respiratory infection. Okay. Salakia, if you hear some craziness in the background. Alright, so the opposite of that is an unsafe sleeping practices would include sleeping on a surface that can contribute to suffocation, such as a soft mattress or pillows, or a surface cluttered with items, or sharing a sleep space with an adult or other infant. Bed sharing puts the baby at risk of suffocation, and other hazards, according to the Federal Health Agency. Now, this is just Esau's carnal explanation for why this shit would possibly happen. All right, we know that it's spiritual. That's the meat and potatoes. So we see that this is still a thing. So let's get the scripts. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. It's not due to unsafe sleep practices or neglect. It's because Yahweh willed it to be so. And just a side note, when Malak Shalawam was doing his thing as king, one of his first real experience as Malak of Yasharallah was to deal with the situation between the two Israelite women, because one woman had rolled over onto her child and killed it, and during the nighttime took the other woman's child, replaced it with her dead child, and these are infants, and attempted to play it off. And that exists till this day, because of these 1,338 infants, at least, right? Many of them are Israelites. Many of them are Israelites. I mean, even if you don't want to believe me, statistically speaking, right? One, there has to be Israelites in this mix. because there is Israelites in the mix, in the midst of that, right? So Yahweh Shemashai is still doing his thing till this day. And you can imagine the emotional grief many family members would go through, especially knowing that most likely it's the mother that's sleeping with the child. So knowing that you killed your own child and having to live with that grief, as well as operating on top of the curses, right? That was cooked up specifically by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, this is oh, I have the same scripture twice. That's okay. So we're just gonna jump down to Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. There is none that can deliver out of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's hand. We have to remember that these aren't truly infants. They have a soul in them that's ancient, that was created by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ruach HaKodesh. So just because they get killed as an infant, they may have done something in their past life or their family, or that's just the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. His ways are not our ways. And we also have to remember Isaiah 45 and 7. Right? The Lord, in fact, let's get that. So Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, do all these things. Right? So we can't get caught up. I know in the world, a lot of people see 1,338 is a comfortable number for the masses, right? Because if Esau reported the actual numbers, then this would create an issue that Esau Edom doesn't want to have to deal with while they are developing their plans to mandate the RFID microchip. So 1,338 is a number where most people will see it, they'll think it's tragic, and then move on with their pitiful lives. But this goes to show you that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, there's no respect of persons with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's slaughtering both old and young, infant, just like he says he does. All right, we can't get caught up. We are spirits in carnal bodies. These aren't infants. These aren't brand new spirits. Could they be? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai knows. If he wanted to put maybe a new spirit in a child born in Cambodia or something. We don't know. But we do know that majority, like 90, like, I don't want to put a number on it, but majority, if not close to all spirits that you see on this earth are ancient. And they've been on this earth. Reincarnation is absolutely real. It is biblically sound. There's many scriptures that can be brought out about reincarnation. All right, so I just wanted to bring this out there. So with that, I hope you all were edified. Shalom.